as I mentioned before, there's those three options, and it's really every agent's responsibility to educate your clients on these three options once you get a listing, and just giving them the pros and cons. Like, obviously you can't force them down any of these paths, but what are the pros and cons of selling as is? I know everyone knows that, like, you're going to get less money. You can't, be equal to the comps in the neighborhood. A flipper is probably going to buy it. So that we know is not an option in a lot of situations. But then the next two options are either we fix it up with traditional home improvement. So, maybe we have a guy that we know, maybe that guy is busy. Obviously, you have to pay for it up front. You also might have to call various people. You might have to call a landscaper. You might have to call a stager. You might have to call an electrician. You might have to go get new appliances at Lowe's. You might have to call a general contractor. You might have to call a painter. So it could be a lot of, work and stress as part of that process. And then you have Curbio, who, again, we have the project management team. We're going to handle everything from start to finish. And we do this all the time, so we know what updates the client needs to make. And then, of course, we defer all payment until closing. So again, really coming armed with knowledge on these three topics so that you can educate your client. So what projects can Samson Solutions tackle? Really everything. I would say the only thing we don't do is foundation work, but everything from painting, we do full gut jobs, inspection repairs, staging, landscaping, everything that needs to be done to get a house ready for sale, Curbio can handle it. There is no minimum and there is no maximum for working with Samson Solutions. You can do a small painting job, just a couple of rooms. You can do a $500,000 renovation in a home that maybe has been lived in for 50 years and knock down some walls and do the whole shebang. So we have experience with all of it. So just no minimum, no maximum, and we handle pretty much everything. So how do I get started? There is a link in your Cardinal Nest where it takes you straight to Samson Solutions. So you can actually click on that link. There's some videos to get you more comfortable with talking about it. There's some collateral like listing presentations, social media content, FAQs. It's also where you would go to submit an estimate. And when you submit an estimate, so if you have a listing that you're thinking about possibly using Curbio for, you can go to that site and you can just put in the address, your name, your phone number, and one of our home improvement consultants is going to call you within 24 hours. And that first call is really just agent, Curbio, high-level conversation. Tell me about the house. Tell me about the square footage. Where is it located? When's it going to go on the market? And if there's a fit, then we would actually send a Matterport out. All of this is free. There's no cost to use Curbio, to video the home, to provide a virtual 3D scan. And then we would come back and have another virtual meeting. We would bring the seller in, and it would be you as the agent, your seller, and Curbio, the home improvement consultant team, just having a conversation about, like, here's what I think needs to be done. We looked at the videos. I think it needs this. I think it needs this. The seller, of course, has the ultimate say. They could say, no, I don't want to do that. Yes, I want to do that. And we'll start to build a proposal. This process is all virtual, and it could go really fast. It could go as fast as you need it to go so that we can get the house, quickly on our project calendar and get it ready for sale. And at the final step, we would send a final contract to the seller. You would be CC'd on it, and it would say, again, here's that price, here's all the work that needs to be done. If they choose to sign it, we go straight to a project management team who is like boots on the ground, and they're in charge of working with all of the contractors, ensuring the materials are correct, ensuring the timelines are met, and we would get started. So a really easy, no obligation, no stress process to go from, starting to talk about the project to a signed agreement. As I mentioned before, in that in your Nest, you have marketing resources. So I recommend anybody to just take 10 or 15 minutes to read through that and really educate yourself about the benefits of Curbio so that you can go out into the world and let potential clients and current clients know about us. We also have a mobile app. So this QR code, you could take a picture of it and you can download the mobile app on your phone, or you can go to the App Store on your Android or your iPhone and you can just type in Curbio. The mobile app is awesome. It does two things that the web experience doesn't have. You're able to build those free inspection repair reports. You're also able to build instant and accurate home improvement estimates. And so say you're in somebody's house and you're going through those three options, as is, Curbio or traditional contractor, and the seller says, hey, how much would it be to like fix up my kitchen? You can actually open this app right on your phone and say, kitchen, around how many square feet, where's the house located, and does it need like light, medium, or like heavy work? And it'll give you some estimates for all the rooms in the house. So super easy to use, free for all of our partners. We're really happy to be able to offer it to Samson agents. And yeah, it's right on your phone. So download that mobile app and you can play with it. I actually put in my DC condo and started estimating how much it would be just right from there. And again, once you get this free estimate, this is automatically, you can either share it with your seller, just, talk about it. There's no obligation to use Curbio in any way, shape, or form. Also, like I mentioned, we have the inspection repair reports. This takes about 24 hours because it actually goes through like an AI, a more formal process to price these out. So once you have an inspection report, usually it's like a PDF, you can upload it into the app, and within 24 hours, it comes back and tells you all the costs of each repair item. And again, up to you how you want to use this. There's no obligation to use Curbio, but if you wanted to, you could just click, get a proposal from Curbio. We could do all of those repairs. Oh, and by the way, we'll defer payment till closing. So 2 great features in the mobile app.